This is the Onion News Network, a paper towel of truth wiping away the grape juice spill of lies.
Good evening, I'm Brooke Alvarez, and welcome to a very special edition of the Fact Zone. Tonight, for the first time ever, I'm joined by a co-host, the Onion News Network's own O'Brady Shaw.
Hello, America. There are 28 million of you watching, and each one of you is my friend.
Drop your weapons because our snipers are already on you. I'm Brooke Alvarez, and you're entering the Fact Zone.
And I'm O'Brady.
Welcome to the Fact Zone, where deceit goes to die.
Yes. Welcome.
You're probably confused as to why O'Brady is here on my program. Maybe you're even a little bit angry or nervous that he's here. Don't worry, he's not replacing me. He's here to promote the premiere of his 7-hour special, The Cries of the Children, starting tomorrow on the Onion News Network.
That's right. Thanks, Brooke. It's a very moving exploration of poor children crying in the poorest countries in the world. Tucker, you've seen it, right?
I watched the whole thing straight through last night. That part where you are holding the two crying children, and then they zoom in on your eyes, and you're crying too. It made me cry.
All right, Tucker, but I bet you cried even harder at my special on the hidden cost of owning an island, right?
Actually, I don't think I did cry at that one.
Okay, what are you saying? That I'm less sympathetic than O'Brady? I'm sympathetic, damn it.
Okay, well, I'll try to cry next time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, then. As always, we'll be checking Twitter throughout the show this evening. Just for fun, why don't you let us know which of us you think is doing a better job hosting? Me, Brooke Alvarez, or O'Brady, or me. It'll be like a little contest for the purpose of fun. All right, now let's go to our top story in Madison, Wisconsin. A project manager at Marble Point Insurance Company's regional headquarters continues to annoy the entire nation with her loud, piercing voice.
I've always used Spreadsheet Pro. I used the 2007 version for years. I did upgrade to 2010, and I'm just getting used to it, but I'm starting to think that the 2007 version was better.
43-year-old Claudina Foley, who started in the accounting department of the insurance company on Monday, sits right out in the middle of the pool of desks on the third floor, meaning that everyone can hear her talking whenever she's on the phone, which seems to be all the time. The problem becomes even worse when Claudina goes into the break room, where despite the closer proximity to her coworkers, she seems to talk even louder for some reason.
Hey, what you got there, noodles? Oh, I love Thai food. There's a great Thai restaurant down the street. We should all go there together sometime.
Onion News Network cameras confirm that Claudina can be heard almost everywhere within the lower 48 states.
I must have tried on 30 lip glosses. I just couldn't find one that really fit my personality. You know, I was trying red.
The situation is complicated by reports that Claudina is perfectly nice, and no one wants to hurt her feelings, including Kansas dairy farmer Don Perry.
Well, I don't want to be a jerk. Maybe she has a hearing problem and doesn't know that she's hollering like that. Somebody ought to say something. It's disturbing the cattle.
The Department of Labor has advised Americans to try wearing headphones to help them concentrate until the Claudina issue can be addressed. Yet another reason I'm glad the studio is built 6 miles underground. Totally soundproof. Well, for millions of Americans struggling with obesity, help may be on the way. Aisha Patel has today's lab report.
Thanks, Brooke. Last month, the FDA approved Hallucex, a new class of weight loss drug that helps users avoid overeating by producing nightmarish hallucinations whenever food is around. Now, unlike traditional weight loss drugs that work by speeding up the metabolism or preventing the absorption of fat, Hallucex targets the brain's cerebral cortex, stimulating the centers responsible for fear and visual processing. Test subjects reported an unprecedented decrease in appetite and showed dramatic weight loss, with only 18% reporting night terrors or subsequent cardiac arrest.
Poor portion control and snacking between meals are the biggest causes of weight gain. Hallucex eliminates these problems by causing you to throw out or burn any food in your house. It's designed to make fatty and sugary foods even scarier. An apple just looks like it has fangs, but a milkshake will threaten you and your family by name.
Earlier incarnations of the drug proved to be too powerful and produced mental states in which test subjects no longer believed that food had ever existed, an unshakable belief that the subject had to eat all of the food on the planet in order to prevent food from rising up and destroying the human race.
Oh, you don't understand. I have to do this.
Or the conviction that food could be negotiated with diplomatically.
I'm sorry, potato salad, but this is as far as I can bend on this.
And with Halusex set to hit shelves next month, Abbott is rolling out an advertising campaign for what they think will be their most popular drug yet.
Ever feel like food is maybe too close a friend? Halusex can help. Just one tab a day can turn food from, hey pal, to see you later, alligator. Halusex. Imagine a thinner you.
With the Lab Report, I'm Aisha Patel.
Thanks, Aisha. Hey, Tucker, would you ever take a pill like that for your own weight problem?
This is the dream.
What?
Tucker.
No, I'm sorry, Brooke. I was just talking with O'Brady.
Oh, sorry, Brooke. Tucker here was telling me about this book that he's been writing. It's about this colony.
Well, no. It's called Bee-Town. Actually, it's about a town where all the people are bees. It's fictional.
Tucker, you never told me that you were working on a book.
Well, I thought O'Brady might have some good writing tips. He has the soulful eyes of an author.
My eyes are soulful too, Tucker. I had laser surgery to make them that way. Okay, let's go to Gina and Wharton now, who will take us beyond the facts.
When 16-year-old Jeffrey Patterson died in a car accident in February, he didn't just leave behind grieving friends and family. He also left a significant web presence. In a tribute to their son, Jeff's parents have continued to update their son's blogs and social media sites, including a Tumblr blog called Shitbirds Everywhere.
Well, Jeff used his blog to make fun of stupid shitbirds. Yeah. And now that we're doing this, it's like part of him is still alive.
Yeah, and then when I post a picture of some shitbird who has a stupid ankle tattoo or wears some retarded hat, I feel like somewhere he's smiling.
He hated retarded hats so much.
Every evening, Steve and Mary comb the internet for images to update Jeff's blogs.
Check out that shitbird.
What a shitbird.
Whenever we get a comment calling Jeff a dumb fag for making fun of a handicapped person on a rascal scooter, well, it's like he's still here.
Most social media platforms provide a digital comfort for those who are experiencing loss. In fact, Facebook just announced a way to have your loved one's last status update engraved on their tombstone. But for Mary and Steve Patterson, Jeff is still very much alive in their hearts and online.
We just got this photo sent to us of this big fatso tripping. And he's like mid-fall when the picture was taken, so he's all like...
Yeah, his stomach's all out and everything. Jeff would have gotten such a kick out of that fat shitbird. He really would have.
For Beyond the Facts, I'm Gina Ann Wharton.
All right, let's take a quick moment now to check in with Twitter to see what viewers are saying about our co-hosting experiment.
I can't wait.
At Luli Lang says, O'Brady is the best. O'Brady, O'Brady, O'Brady. Well, she may have meant to write Brooke. And here's at Mike has Tweets, who says, the most handsome newsman I've ever seen is, well, no need to keep reading that one. He was clearly going to say Brooke Alvarez. Looks like they love me, O'Brady. Better luck next time.
Oh, thanks, Brooke, but I make my own luck. I have a tattoo on my shoulder that says that in Gaelic.
We're going to take a short break right now. When we come back, I will tell you the answer to today's trivia question. What important treaty did Franklin Delano Roosevelt sign on this day in 1945? Remain motionless. There's more Fact Zone coming up right after this. Facts don't roam free. They settle in a zone. This one. I'm Brooke Alvarez. Before the break, we asked what important treaty Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed on this day in 1945. The answer is nothing. He was dead, died of a massive cerebral hemorrhage on April 12th, 1945. Very interesting. Did you get that one right, O'Brady?
Sorry, Brooke. I was busy reading a letter that I wrote to one of the children I met in Honduras while filming Cries of the Children.
Very sweet. Of course, I also write to Honduran children every day, too. It's mostly to check in on how production on my line of handbags is coming. Still, I think it shows I care. What's next, O'Brady?
Well, Brooke, last week many of us celebrated Thanksgiving with our families, but investigative reporter Gavin Fisher spent the day cracking a very important case. Take a look.
Thanksgiving, the time when family members are supposed to gather and give thanks for one another. But across the country, innocent people were accused of instigating family disturbances even though they did nothing wrong. Take, for example, the Fishers. Just a few days ago, in this typical American household, 32-year-old Brenda Fisher told her older brother Gavin that he had ruined Thanksgiving. But was that true? Due to a long history of holiday altercations in this household, we had stealthily installed 63 cameras in the Fisher dining room early Thanksgiving morning. At 5:25 p.m., the Fisher family sat down to eat, with Gavin seated across from his older brother Frank and Frank's second, much dumber wife, Suzanne.
Stop, God, can you please just shut up?
I'm entitled to my opinion.
Not when you're being a dick.
It took just 43 minutes for Gavin to be charged with ruining dinner, just as we suspected.
Once again, you ruined Thanksgiving.
Now, perhaps upon first glance, it does appear that Gavin ruined Thanksgiving. But if we rewind the tape, we get a different story.
So, what happened with Trish?
Nothing, we're good. She just decided to move out. It's not like we're breaking up or anything.
Our facial recognition software identified Frank's facial configuration as one of provocation. And when questioned about his comment...
What was that look?
What look?
That look.
Boys, nothing. I am really happy for you.
A heart rate monitor installed in Frank's tie revealed an elevated pulse, indicating he was lying.
Frank's the one who started it.
Why don't you do a report on it?
Maybe I will.
Both of you stop.
Clearly, Frank was trying to slander Gavin. But why? We had to find out. Our operatives intercepted Frank's daughter, Kelsey, in the bathroom. Using a powerful truth serum, we were able to learn a few things about her father.
Kelsey, is your dad ever mean to you?
Yes. He said he ate the cookie I made, but I saw it in the garbage.
We had proof. Frank was obviously covering up for his own inadequacies as a parent by defaming Gavin. It's safe to say that Brenda was dead wrong to place the blame for ruining Thanksgiving on her brother, Gavin, especially considering Brenda has her own record of ruining family meals. In particular, the Christmas she revealed she had gotten a pair of poorly drawn angel wings tattooed over her entire back. For the Onion News Network Special Investigative Undercover Response Team, I'm Gavin Fisher.
Thanks, Gavin. You know, I like to think of the Onion News Network like my family. And Brooke, you're like my wise old aunt.
Oh, well, Brady, then you'd be the nephew I keep chained to the radiator in the basement. Okay, the situation in Madison, Wisconsin has reportedly become much more dire. So let's go live now to Brian Scott. Brian?
Could be the Lycra. Have you changed your detergent recently? Well, that's what I'm asking, Liz. Is it bumps or is it more of a scaly rash?
All right, Brooke, as you can hear, things have taken a turn for the worse. Claudina has taken a phone call from her sister Elizabeth and is currently advising her on private medical matters.
Oh, that's just awful, Brian. What sort of medical matters exactly?
There are creams. I know
it's
there are.
It's not completely clear, though
But
it is.
They smell like the dickens, so you might want to just wait it out.
As I was saying, it's almost certainly vaginal or rectal in nature. This is obviously causing everyone in the country a great deal of secondhand embarrassment.
Is anything being done, Brian? Have any authorities started to arrive yet on the scene?
Sure.
No, Brooke. If it was difficult to say something to Claudina about her volume before, then it will be almost impossible now. If anyone mentions...
it has an applicator. But like I said, it smells so strongly that you'll have to wash your hands afterward anyway. You know, I wonder if it's an allergy.
If anyone mentions something that indicates we all know what she's been talking about, it would be mortifying. Frankly, Brooke, I plan on hiding out for a while to avoid any chance of running into her.
I don't blame you. Okay, thank you, Brian.
Jeepers, how did we get there?
Foley's ignorance about how loud she is has already been blamed for a 16-car pileup in Pennsylvania. Reports indicate a driver was distracted when Claudina started laughing at a chain email sent around by Ron and Claims. That laugh sounds like the noise my corgis make when they're choking on veal bones.
Oh, those poor corgis.
Okay, let's take a few minutes now to check in with a story from local affiliate WONN5 in Pennington, Illinois, in tonight's Eye on the Nation.
Well, it's the end of an era and the beginning of a new one.
Today, Pennington's black part of town moved across the river to North Pennington. The Thompson family sold their home on the east side and moved to the old Kirkland Place at 17 Mansfield Place, establishing the all-new black neighborhood. North Side residents are looking forward to the infusion of fun and funk that the new black part of town is sure to bring to their area. The old black part of town has a history going back to 1989, when the Thompson family arrived from Cleveland and moved into the house on Amherst Street. By 1994, the population of the black part of town had already doubled. Longtime visitors to the black part of town say they'll miss one of the last truly authentic neighborhoods in Pennington.
Black part of town had style. Men still wore hats there. Now, sure, it could get a little dicey in the black part of town after dark, but that was always part of the fun.
It was the most vibrant, the most exotic, the most colorful area, and whenever I would go, it was like a celebration of life, and they had the best soul food over there ever.
Mayor Mitzi Kranowitz presided over the dedication of the new black neighborhood, unveiling a sign designating it a landmark district.
Isn't it lovely, everyone? Pennington's diversity is its strength, whether it's Little Harlem or the so-called Gayborhood, where Paul and his partner Bryant have that cottage.
Sheriff Stevens today announced that the heavy round-the-clock patrols that helped make the old Thompson house one of the safest neighborhoods in town will move with them.
This has nothing to do with the black part of town moving here. We just want to make sure that everyone here has a comfortable place to live.
And Blake, have you spent any time in the new black part of town?
No, I live in Abbotsford, where there's a place that I can actually get my hair cut.
Wow, you know, that's so nice. I love stories about small-town, working-class America.
Yeah, I completely agree, O'Brady. In fact, I'm even composing a poem about the plight of hardworking Americans right now because I care so much about them. In fact, we're going to take a short break, but when we return, I'm going to read it. Fact Zone will be right back. Someone get me a pen and paper.
I got it.
Welcome back to the Fact Zone, and thank you so much for being here. As promised, here's my heartfelt poem celebrating the plight of the hardworking, real Americans. The farmer, the welder, the fireman, each are cogs in our great machine, necessary, yet replaceable. They all live, they all die.
Brooke, we've got some breaking news coming in.
Fine.
Congress has just adjourned an emergency session to decide what to do about Claudina Foley, the woman who's been irritating the nation with her loud voice. They've come to a bipartisan agreement that President Obama should gently tell Claudina to keep it down. White House Deputy Press Secretary Todd Grant responded just moments ago.
The president firmly believes that someone who is a little closer to Claudina should talk to her. If he does it, it will be clear that the whole nation has been talking about her behind her back. What about Mary from accounting? She seems to be pretty friendly with her. Why doesn't she talk to her?
So I guess we'll just have to see if the president steps up to that plate. Brooke?
In the meantime, over on Today Now this morning, Jim and Tracy took a look at this holiday season's hottest present. Take a look.
Hey, now, if you're a parent, you may need to get in line now if you want to get your hands on this year's must-have holiday gift.
That's right. Move over, Tickle Me Elmo. This holiday season, the present every kid wants is Chinese paint.
I like this blue one. I love Chinese paint.
Polls show that Chinese paint is now the #1 most requested gift this year for children ages 3 to 10. Parents doing early holiday shopping are already picking the shelves clean at shady hardware stores across the country.
I could have bought the paint out of the back of a truck like a lot of parents are doing, but it doesn't seem as safe as buying it from the locked back room of an actual hardware store.
Sold 50 cans just today. Told my cousin in Shandong province, find more paint. No question, just find more paint. Paint very safe. Only 2 times this week we find dead rat in can.
And trend analysts predict the Chinese paint craze will only keep growing with the popular new ad campaign featuring a character called Bill the Builder playing on Nickelodeon. Let's take a look at that.
I'm Bill the Builder. I love Chinese paint. Chinese paint is found at home supply store. Ask your parents for Chinese paint. It's fun.
Cute. So far, over 1,000 children have died from Chinese paint. And coming up, we're going to look at next season's hottest bags for bag ladies.
Neat. All right, very nice. During this segment, I did make a few phone calls, and we have a special guest now to welcome to the Fact Zone. Claudina Foley, the loud woman who's been annoying the nation, is with us. Hello, Claudina.
Hi, Brooke. I can't believe I'm on your show. Your producer said you wanted to talk about accounting?
No, Claudina, actually, it's about your speaking voice. You're talking far too loudly for anyone in this country to get anything done.
What do you mean? When?
All the time. In your office, in the grocery store, in your backyard, everywhere. Lower your volume.
Oh. No one said anything.
Well, I'm saying it now, so please make an effort to be more quiet.
Oh, okay. Is that all?
Yes, Claudina, yes. Goodbye. See, that wasn't so hard, was it, O'Brady?
I think that was a bit harsh, Brooke. You may have hurt the poor woman's feelings.
Brooke, I am just checking the Twitter, and it does look like people across the country are thanking you for getting that woman to shut up. XX Hootie XX out of Boston. Her voice was like a jackhammer in my brain. Thanks, Brooke Alvarez. We are all in your debt. 24 fandom out of Ojai. Finally free of that goddamn piercing voice. People celebrating in streets. Marry me, Brooke Alvarez. Looks like you're going to have a few more thank you notes to put up on that compliment wall pretty soon.
Well, it was nothing, Tucker. I just had to be cold and direct like a bullet. That's what makes me the world's #1 news anchor. Stay within the realm of the Fact Zone, everyone. When we come back, I think we're going to make some changes around here. Prepare to have your brain stuffed even fuller. You're back in the Fact Zone. I'm Brooke Alvarez, joined once again by my highly sensitive co-host, O'Brady Shaw.
Welcome back, everyone.
Oh, hey, O'Brady, look at this. We have a news blast coming in now to the Fact Zone. A new report has just been released finding that over 4 million people are starving to death in Somalia.
4 million people are starving.
Yes, it's tragic. Such a shame, too, that we can't do anything about it in the studio. We're so far away. Oh, wait, it looks like another news blast just came in. An animal shelter in Tallahassee, Florida, has just burned to the ground, killing hundreds of puppies.
Is there anyone in the community there to save these animals?
No, Brady, it doesn't look like it. They're just all dying. Yes. Oh, and that's not all. We're getting another breaking news blast now from Casper, Wyoming. Oh, my.
What happened, Brooke?
Well, a building collapse has actually fallen down. It has trapped a woman under a beam. Oh, Brady, not a single man there, compassionate, strong enough to lift it off of her.
There's
No
so
one
much suffering
willing.
in the world. There are too many people that need my help. I can't, Brooke. I have to go. Too many people need my help.
What a shame.
Okay. Start the helicopter. Somebody needs to be filmed lifting that beam off that woman.
Poor O'Brady. So predictable.
Brooke, is O'Brady going to help all those people and animals?
Wise up, Tucker. Those people aren't real.
The famine victims were real.
Sure. Well, that's all the time we have for the Fact Zone tonight, but please join me and only me back here tomorrow night and every single weeknight until the end of time.